Amadou Haidara to Manchester United, everything you guys need to know all in one video. Yo guys, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to the TalkMUFC channel. My name is Ben, hope you guys are all doing well. So with the January transfer window coming up very shortly in less than a month, we know that Ralf Rangnick, our main man, wants to bring in Amadou Haidara from RB Liepzieg. So having said that, this video will have 3 sections. The first section will be discussing the latest news, articles, sources, and all of that about Amadou Haidara to Manchester United. After that, we'll be discussing what type of player he is, what he'll bring to Manchester United, his stats, and all of that. And lastly, at the end of the video, we'll be discussing my opinion and what I think about Amadou Haidara to Manchester United, and if I really do want to bring him. So with that being said, let's get into it. So taking a look, guys, at the first source we have today from the Mirror, coming out on December 10th, this is what they say here. So it says right here that it's been suggested that Rangnick will be given £100 million to spend in 2022, with the German eyeing potential targets he would like to sign in order to bolster his squad, guys. So what it looks like is that Manchester United are giving Ralf Rangnick this budget to sign players in the January transfer window, and Rangnick is really eyeing on Amadou Haidara. He is his main target, and Rangnick really does value him. So of course here it says, and Haidara, who played under 63-year-old during his time at Leipzig manager during 2018-2019, is one of the names on that short list. Of course he's referring to Haidara. Here it says the 23-year-old has attracted attention from a number of clubs this season, and Rangnick is a big fan of his former player. Haidara would cost the Red Devils around £33 million in January should United look to take the plunge due to a release clause in RB Leipzig's contract, guys. So Haidara does have a release clause at RB Liepzieg, which is around £33 million, meaning that that's how much United will have to pay for him, and it looks like Rangnick really does want him, and he is worth the money for him in his opinion. However, guys, at the same time, we do know that Amadou Haidara is very valuable for RB Liepzieg, as said by their manager. This is what he says right here. Amadou is one of my favorite players, I told him today. Of course, he's also a player that Rangnick loves. So he is acknowledging that Rangnick loves Amadou Haidara, but he is also saying that he would love to keep him, and he's not gonna give him away that easily. So what we can suspect here is this will be a battle for the player, and as we can get into some more sources here, we do have some quotes coming in from RB Liepzieg that do claim that they will not want to sell Amadou Haidara. So continuing down through this Mirror source here, this is what else they say. One potential other obstacle is the fact that Haidara is off to the Africa Cup of Nations next month with Mali, and thus may not be available until February. So what this means, guys, is even if we sign him in January, he won't be available in February, which could be a hassle for United, and maybe that United will question on signing Haidara in these circumstances. The article goes on to say, thus if they can arrange a January transfer, United still have to decide whether it is worth signing him, despite his involvement in AFCON, on whether to look elsewhere for a player who can join the squad immediately. So if they want a short-term solution, Amadou Haidara is not the choice because of his participation in the Africa Cup of Nations. Is that something to worry for Rangnick? I don't know, but we'll see. So guys, that is the first source about Amadou Haidara to Manchester United, which overall this source says that it is pretty likely. The only obstacle is, of course, that Africa Cup of Nations. So guys, moving on to the next source here from United in Focus, this is what they say right here. So Haidara told BILD in 2019 that he, quote, dreams of playing at Old Trafford one day, but it seems Minslav is willing to do everything in his power to retain the club's box-to-box midfielder. So what RB Liepzieg is saying here is they will try to keep him at any cost, once again going back to what the other source says. So for United, it'll definitely be quite hard to get him. So moving down through this source, Minslav told the conference that Leipzig is trying to, quote, create a different situation regarding Haidara's contract, and they are working on finding a way to eliminate the 3-year-old's, quote, exit scenario. With Amadou Haidara's exit clause still active, Minslav comments could prompt Rangnick and Manchester United to act quickly. So what this says here is that, guys, RB Liepzieg are going to try to find the best exit scenario so that he doesn't leave, or a scenario where they get a bunch of money so they can sign a different player that is as good or better than Haidara. So what this means for United is we need to act quickly if we want to sign him, and I think that Rangnick is going to act quickly, so we'll see how things progress. So guys, that is the first section of the video where we discussed all of the latest news articles, sources, all of that about Amadou Haidara to Manchester United. Now let's move on to the next section of what he'll bring to United, his stats, and all of that to see if he's actually valuable for United. So at RB Liepzieg, Haidara played, in a double pivot in the midfield, exactly what United need. We need somebody to replace Scott McTominay. Amadou Haidara is definitely a big contender. He played an attacking position, attacking midfielder, and a defensive midfielder, so he can mix it up once in a while, which is good because we do need versatility at United as well. Other incredible attributes that Amadou Haidara has is his incredible long range of passing, his physicality, and his work ethic, all of which make him fit perfectly into Ralf Rangnick's system in that high press. Now guys, what's really surprising is when we look at his FRF stats compared to other midfielders and wingers and attacking midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues. So looking at this, guys, we can see that his in-the-box stats are pretty high up when compared with other midfielders, also having great interceptions and aerials won. Then when compared to other attacking midfielders, he is in the 90th percentile for things like tackles, blocks, and clearances, and etc. Which means, guys, he will be a midfielder that is strong in the midfield, able to control the midfield, something that McTominay can't do, something that Fred is slowly learning how to do, in my opinion. So he will be able to control the midfield, intercept passes, and quickly get the ball so we can contain it and then counterattack, play it to Ronaldo's, Cavani's, Rashford's, Sancho's feet, so then we can create an opportunity and, hopefully score. So yeah, guys, that is the type of player Amadou Haidara is. I just wanted to let you guys know briefly what type of player we are thinking about bringing into United. And now let's move on to the last section of this video, which is my opinion on whether or not we should bring in Amadou Haidara in the January transfer window or not. So let's get into it. So guys, I don't know if you guys already got the sense that I love Amadou Haidara, but that is the case. I think he would be an incredible player for Man United. He is the player to replace Scott McTominay. He'll be able to control the middle, and he is only 23, so he has an incredible future ahead of him. Under a correct manager, he'll be able to thrive, just like we saw Jadon Sancho thrive under Ralf Rangnick. I think Amadou Haidara will thrive under Ralf Rangnick. He'll be able to contain the ball, distribute the ball, and create counterattacks for Man United, and help us get results. Also, if Paul Pogba will be leaving United in January, which is also seemingly very likely, he will be a great replacement for that. So my message to Man United, get him while the release clause is still there. We need the player, and you guys need to fight for it. So hopefully, Amadou Haidara will become a Man United player after January. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. That is everything you guys need to know about Amadou Haidara. We discussed all of the news, we discussed his stats, and at the end, we discussed my opinion. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy, and if you did, smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys did enjoy. Absolute legends, all you guys tuning in to all of the streams, all of the videos, absolute legends. But guys, of course, that is it for today's video. I will see you guys all in the next one, and Manchester United forever.